Good morning and welcome back to another episode of My Raw Vegan Journey. I'm Anjolie and I want to talk to you about breakfast this morning. This is a video about what I eat in a day. Now, let me give you a little bit of history on myself. I used to eat the standard American diet. I would eat anything that wasn't bolted down. Fried foods, junk food, sweets, candies, ice creams, pastas, you name it. My favorite, all-time favorite was pizza, and I lived on pizza for years because I worked at a pizza place. However, those things add up over time, and eventually the body decides enough is enough. And that's exactly what happened with my body. It decided enough was enough. So I listened to my body and I decided to become a vegetarian. And I would eat eggs, and I didn't do milk because I learned that milk was the biggest cause of the problems with asthma for me. So I cut that out and had a tremendous healing effect. So eventually, I went completely vegan because even vegetarian wasn't working. I was still eating cooked foods. I was still eating less than optimal foods for my body. So in January of 2020, this year, I decided, well, I didn't decide. My body decided for me that the only thing that was feasible for me to eat and that was optimal for my body and my digestive system was raw, living foods, fruits, vegetables, sometimes nuts, not too often because they're really heavy, and I supplement those once in a while. But I'm going to share with you what I eat in a day, typically, since I've become a raw living foods vegan fruitarian, so to speak. That's a mouthful, isn't it? But you know what? That is our diet, our natural diet. And that's what we were designed to eat eons ago when everyone lived closer to the equator and there was no technology, no means of fire, no means of processing food. We would have lived on fruits and any vegetables that grew above the ground. I mean, we did not have the means to be digging up stuff or the nose to smell it. I mean, there's root vegetables are for animals that dig up roots. We're not animals, we're human beings, although some of us might be animals. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm going to introduce breakfast. The most important thing you need to do when on awaking is drink some water. Hydration is key. I drink one of these bottles. I used to drink kombucha, the GT Synergy, and I saved a lot of the bottles because I like that they have the caps that screw on and they're, of course, they're not going to leak, and you can carry them with you wherever you go, and it's glass. You don't have to worry about toxins from plastic leaching out into your water or anything else like that. And these are reusable for however long, unless you break one. So, I mean, this is a lifetime friend otherwise. So, first thing in the morning, I have 2 glasses of water. This is equal to a little over 2 glasses. Then, on warmer days, I like to sit outside with my cats and sit around my blackberry bush in my garden and have my breakfast of a mono-meal of melon. Melon is very hydrating, especially watermelon. Let me tell you something. If you've been on a standard American diet and you've been eating junk, when you eat watermelon first thing in the morning and you eat it until you're full, I want to prepare you for what will happen next. And I've seen this with everyone who's done it, including myself. You are going to go to the bathroom and you are going to get cleaned out. I mean, literally cleaned out, if you catch my drift. Because here's the thing. If you've been on the SAD diet, your bowels have probably been backed up for some time. If you're only going to the bathroom once a day, that is not optimal. I mean, it's better than nothing, but we should be going after every meal, a full meal. When I eat breakfast in the morning, if I've been eating less than optimal, even on the diet I'm on, sometimes I don't get enough water in the day because I don't feel thirsty. Mostly because I'm eating fruits and leafy greens. So I get enough water sometimes, but there's some days that I lean more toward dates and bananas and dried bananas, not dried dates. I mean, the dates are already dried, but I rehydrate those. So I don't eat them in their dry state. I am doing well this morning talking. Okay, so the main thing is hydration. First thing in the morning, you want to hydrate your bodies because all night long when you're sleeping, your body is performing a function. Excuse me a minute, I've got a message coming through. We're still recording? Good. Okay. When you're sleeping at night, your body is performing healing functions. It's recovering. It's regenerating. It's detoxifying. So your liver and your gallbladder, your spleen, your pancreas, all of that is working at night, especially your liver, to cleanse out all of the junk from the day. It's just like dreams. At night when we dream, we're sorting out what happened during the course of the day or even a few days. Sometimes the past week or farther back in history. But as we sort things out in our dreams, our body is sorting things out as well, and it's releasing all those toxins. And first thing in the morning, what you want to do after the liver has dumped all this toxic waste into your bowels or your intestines and wherever it's dumping it, the first thing you want to do in the morning is hydrate enough so that you can get that moving and get it out of your system. And you're going to feel lighter and better and more energetic and just have a clearer mind. So I love cutting little slices of watermelon. I buy a big watermelon and I'll eat, for breakfast, I'll probably eat almost a full quarter slice. If you cut it in half and then cut that half. Okay, there was a brief pause in the video. I had some technical issues. I'm back. So I was talking about the watermelon and cutting it in half and then cutting the halves in half, and that gives you 4 quarters. And I can eat almost a full quarter some mornings for breakfast. You listen to your body. Now, the reason why it's important to hydrate in the morning, like I said, was to help get, flushed out. Plus, you want to eat light, and you don't want to eat breakfast until you feel hunger. When you get up, the first thing that goes into your mouth should not be a big bowl of cereal or scrambled eggs and bacon. It should be water and watery fruits, something that is going to rehydrate you. Now, this is more optimal than this because in the process of this growing, the water has been filtered. This is the purest form of water you can get unless it's been chemically altered or hosed down with pesticides or something of that nature. But your water in here has been really filtered by the earth, and it's super optimal for your body. So your body's not ready to digest a heavy meal first thing in the morning. What it is ready for is hydration. So with that being said, you can have watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, even things like pears or peaches or mangoes, any fruit that has a higher water content. Grapes are really great. Strawberries even, they have a good bit of water. But I would really, in the summertime, melons are in season, and you want to go with what's in season, what's going to be affordable, because I'm going to tell you what, I've been investing anywhere between $60 and $100 a week on this diet, and in the wintertime, I wondered if I was going to make it through, because the fruits were just, especially organic, it was so expensive. And there's ways to get around that if you know how to shop, and you shop seasonally, and you eat what is in season at that time. And you can know what's in season because it is really cheap and affordable. It'll be on sale, and you'll find all kinds of good bargains on stuff that's in season. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's in season where you live. It just means it's in season where it's being grown. And I've got a cat in the tree messing with the phone. Taz, come on, baby. I have my phone hanging in the tree here, and excuse me. Okay, we are back, and Taz is out of the tree. Like I said, I enjoy my mornings outside with my cats in nature, getting my feet next to Mother Earth, grounding and centering for the day. And just, it's my meditation. This is my morning meditation. Cats, trees, grass, garden, melon. All right, so I will be back at lunchtime for the next part of this video to show you what I've eaten in a day. And this is typical for me. Now, I don't look like one of these models. I'm in my late 50s, and I am in the process of healing. Like I said, I just became a raw living foods vegan fruitarian in January of 2020. Before that, I weighed a lot. I got up to 263 pounds. As of today, I'm down to 177 pounds, and I'm steadily going down a little bit at a time. And as I transitioned my diet to eating healthier, the weight just kind of falls off. I don't really have to do any exercise, but I do because I want to tone up. There was a lot of flab. I still have some, as you can see, but it's going down. And I notice that, my pants are falling off. I have to take my pants in or buy new. And a lot of my clothes don't fit anymore. And I am so thrilled about that. So thrilled. And I don't mind getting new clothes. I really don't, because, out with the old, in with the new. And this is me, out with the old, in with the new. So, on that note, I am going to dive into this plate of watermelon, because it's between 10 and 11 a.m. and I'm ready to eat now. And so you have a great, fruitabulous day. If you like this video, remember to click subscribe, tap the notification bell that says all, and leave a comment, like the video, and I'll see you on the next episode. All right, peace.
Welcome back. It is lunchtime in my kitchen today. I am making a smoothie. Now I am going to add some, because I don't have any almonds at the moment, I'm using Almond Breeze unsweetened original almond milk. I know that's probably not completely raw, but sometimes we have to bend a little bit, because I prefer to have almond milk with my smoothies. And until I can get to a place where I don't need it or desire it, that's what I'm doing. So this is part of my transition. Some things, and Taz is at the door wanting out again. When we make our transition from a standard American diet to a raw living food diet, some things we have to let go of right away, and some things we just kind of ease into it. So this is me easing into, and eventually I will get on board with getting some organic almonds that are truly raw, because the almonds at the stores may or may not be completely raw. They may be treated a little bit just to give them shelf stability, as in a low temperature pasteurizing process. So I've noticed that on the almonds that I was getting. Excuse me a moment. And I am back. I had to tend to my boys. They wanted outside, so I'm not ready to take them outside because I'm going to have lunch. And I had to give them some milk. Kitten milk replacer milk. Okay, so let's get on with the video. I was talking about the almonds, and one of these days I will find some truly raw almonds and I will make my almond milk that way. But for now, I'm just using the Almond Breeze. I like it, and that's that. So today I've got some bananas, and typically I like to add about 4 bananas to the mix because I'm adding blueberries also and dates. So I will use up, not that part, not that part. Might be getting 3.5 bananas today. But that's okay because I'm making up for the calories with the blueberries. There's going to be about 90 calories, 90 to 100 calories from my blueberries. Probably a couple, let's see, 140. Close to 200 in dates, maybe. How many was that? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we've got one more banana here. Some people eat the bruised parts. I do not. I just can't fathom putting it into my body. So we're going to pit the dates. I hope my video is in the right position this time. It got flipped last time, so there's going to be part of this video where the it changes directions. My apologies for that. Okay, we are going to blend I might just have a regular Oster blender. Let's see. I don't know if that's showing up. It's got several different buttons to push. Like most of us, we have a lot of buttons that can be pushed that set off different modes of behavior. So this one also has several different buttons, and I can go to a low and a high. I've got a puree, fruit smoothie, frozen drink, green smoothie, milkshake, blending, all of that good stuff. So I will push pause on the video so I don't hurt your ears when this thing takes off. Be right back. Look at that beautiful color. Let's give this a taste. That is so good. I could eat this like this, but this is the part of the day that I get my greens. So I have a box of Organic Truth or Simple Truth Organic Baby Spring Mix. Now, I would go out and harvest from my garden, but I don't have enough out there yet to satisfy my consumption needs for the greens. So we are using this for now. All right, we'll be right back. And we were back. That was almost a half a pound of greens that I crammed into there. Now it changed the color. If you can see, it's a little darker because, of course, green and blue make, well, this color.
Now that made about a quart of smoothie. Look at all that yummy, 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 yummy good stuff. All right, this is my lunch. And we are going to place one of these nice stainless steel straws in there. And I will see you for my afternoon snack. So have a great day and enjoy a smoothie for lunch. So for my mid-afternoon snack today, I am having this bowl of beautiful, fresh, ripe, organic peaches. Want to join me? Let's cut those. Let's just make a, let's see if we can twist that. Nope. We're going to have to make another. Ooh. I guess Taz is wanting to join us. Ooh, look at there. Juicy. Want a bite? These are so good. Oh my goodness. How could you not like a fresh, ripe peach? Oh. Skin's chewy. So, why am I just having a bowl of peaches? Because I can. I'm mono-milling. I usually have a mono-mill in the morning, and I mix it up for lunch, and then I have another mono-mill for my mid-afternoon snack, and then for my evening meal, which you'll see soon, I prepare a few ingredients more. Quite simple, really. When you eat a meal that's just one food, your digestive system works and functions so much more efficiently because it doesn't have a cesspool of ingredients to filter through. You have peaches. Now, you could make a meal out of peaches, pears, mangoes, and they're all about the same texture and have the same amount of water in them. So these things are easily digested because of the water in them. They're a little bit lower in calories, but they're still wonderful compared to bananas and dates and figs and dried fruits of that nature. They take a little longer to digest because they don't have near as much water. And so you want to have those things separate, unless of course you're making a smoothie. And then you can put those all together. But if you're going to mono meal or have a meal of a few different fruits, try to keep them the same consistency. It's so good. Okay. I'm going to pause the video, finish my meal, and I'll be back with my evening meal. Have a good day. Welcome back to another episode of My Raw Vegan Journey. This is Anjolie, and I'm coming back with another snack. This is part of my what I eat in a day. So I'm going to be enjoying some wonderful medjool dates. Now I've soaked these overnight in water so they can be nice and tender and juicy. And these are the dates that I use. So if you want to get those, they're at Kroger. Typically they run anywhere between $5.99 and $6.99, depending if they're on sale. Sometimes you can catch them for $4.99, especially if you get a coupon. So that's what I use. And I soak them overnight to plump them up because, you know, we don't want to eat too many dehydrated foods, because dehydrated, well, the word speaks volumes itself. It's dehydrating. So now this is the cucumber that I used on my last video for my ZLT sandwich. So I'm just going to use it, and I'm going to cut the tip of it off. And I'm going to make, well, a little bit thicker slices. I'm just going to make some. I know some of you out there are probably saying, why isn't she using a cutting board? Normally I would, but not today. These cucumbers are so good. They're organic as well. Most of my food is organic. There are some things that I will buy that's not organic, like really thick rind fruits. Let me cut one more. These are so good. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside. And then we're going to take our dates. And we're just going to take out the pit. And I'm going to put one piece per each slice. This is such a yummy treat. Oh my goodness. You'll have to give it a try. And if you notice, I'm cutting my dates in halves. So 1/4 of a date goes to each cucumber slice. That's 2 dates. And so I want and we'll do 3 dates for now. This might be the perfect size snack before my dinner this evening, which is going to be a surprise. Oh, what, Taz? He wants to go outside. We've been waiting for it to cool down. It was up to 90 today here. All right, so there is my little cucumber date snack. And I am so ready to consume this. All right, y'all. I'll see you back here at dinner time. Have a great and fruitabulous day.
Hey, welcome back. This is Anjolie with my raw vegan journey, and it's dinner time. So I have a yellow squash and a green zucchini, and I am going to chop the ends off of those. I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to put these in the food processor. And I'm going to show you just how quick it is using this blade. Now, if you have a food processor, you probably got some discs like this in it. And if you'll notice, I don't know if you can see that, it says shred on one side, and on the other side it says slice. So we want to put the shred side up, and I'm going to run those through the processor with this, and you can count the seconds it takes for me to make this meal. All right, here we go. $10. How's that for super convenient? Fast food restaurants have got nothing on these food processors. Okay, so set that aside, put that in the bath, and this is what happens. We get this wonderful julienne type shredded noodles, and I'm making raw spaghetti. Let me chop those up. If you have those little pieces left over, you can just kind of chop them up. Watch your fingers, go slow. Ta-da! And then we'll just transfer this. And Taz wants to go outside, so if you hear that little meow, that means, please let me out. I want to go play. Chase butterflies. Dig in the dirt. Play in the garden. No, baby, we're in for the night. All right, so now we have this beautiful. Now, sometimes you can use zoodles, and I used to do that, but I find that with my teeth, I chew this a lot better. Now, I have in this jar a beautiful raw spaghetti sauce. And if you would like the recipe to that, I will post a link. Look down in the description box below, and I'll have a link there to my Instagram channel with the entire recipe for my raw spaghetti sauce. It is super delicious and creamy and rich. Okay, let's cap that. So we're going to add into this mix some cherry tomatoes. And how about some diced up cucumber left over from my cucumbers and dates snack? Some olives. I think that's probably good. So next we're going to add the sauce. Let's see, I want to shake my sauce and give it a good mix. Probably going to put about a cup in there. Well, that's about what I have left. So we're going to use that up. This is going to be so good. Now, if you want, you can just leave it with the zucchini and the sauce. But I like adding some sustenance to it. So I add the little tomatoes, and it kind of, the tomatoes give you the feel of, like if you used to eat a standard American diet and you ate spaghetti with meatballs or spaghetti with hamburger, then the tomatoes give you that feeling of having something like that, something meatier in the mix. And I love that with the cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes. I got grape tomatoes, not cherry. Then we just give it a stir. Starting to look like spaghetti, isn't it? Now look at that. Now you can make this ahead of time if you want to have it warmed up a little bit and put it in. If you have a food dehydrator, you can put it in there for about an hour and let it warm up and get a chill off of it to have like a close to a warm meal at 115 degrees, nothing higher, or you're going to risk not having a raw meal. So otherwise you can do like me. I leave the sauce. I make a quart of sauce at a time, and when I'm down to the last bit of it, I take a little bit out, like a cup, and if I want it warmer, I'll leave it sit out at room temperature, and then I'll have it like that. On hot days, it doesn't bother me if it's cold. Okay, so there is our spaghetti, raw ziti. Let me put this out in a nice serving dish. And this is a meal for one. I will eat this whole thing by myself. Ta-da! I do hope you enjoy this. It is super tasty and super nutritious. All right, this has been Anjolie with my raw vegan journey on my what I eat in a day video. First one I've ever made. So if you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. And just let me know you're here and say hello. If anything else, just hi, how are you? All right, so have a great day, and I'll see you the next time.